many can name come always say on say you will kasa bi e kan say a jack of all trade but a master of none. You see that particular phrase refer to a lot of players in and around Europe. But there is one particular player or defy this particular kind of phrase I tied about Bonte, whom I personally believe is a jack of all trade, but he's a master of every single one of them, which is Thomas Muller.
Okay.
The entire maker say Thomas Muller a jack of all trade and a master of every single one here say. Across the front line, which is an attacker, no. What in the ball right winger, Obama numbers. What in the ball left winger, Obama numbers. What in the ball central attacking midfielder, Obama numbers. What in the ball number 9, Obama numbers. But fancy, another question we will ask this morning here say, Thomas Muller, is he one of the most underrated players nah? Because in every single discussion we make, and now Kevin De Bruyne in the letter about he said, Tim, no, you season now on to us to be moved from Manchester City.
Yes.
Then the next morning, there's also another player on also Babontin, Ebekatre say, fancy, on also no season no career,
on a buying for
a week,
but Obeko
Club World Cup, maybe. There's a reason why he wants to go to the Club World Cup. And there's a reason why Bayern Munich will have to rely on him at the Club World Cup. But fancy, the jack of all trade and the master of every single one, Thomas Muller, your friend, and as you refer to him as a player or an interpreter of space. I'm so happy and at the same time sad. I'm so happy near say. I did also be my Bayern Munich now. Why the amomo? I did also be the German national team BBB. Why the amomo? But I'm sad that such kind of player no who do saying within this particular system. Who Thomas Muller? How many types of Thomas Muller in your world football we say? He's one of a kind. He's not your ultimate playmaker or bad dribble gidi skill set, but effective and efficient in his own way. That is Thomas Muller. Rom data, interpreter of space. Fancy, just when you to Kruna fan to. I'm celebrating a legend because Thomas Muller a player bakwa onye extravagant. Onye de bebrebe say onamabonti no bi ehu no. Oni when the body shape no crown the way and the physics city. Oh Thomas Muller di kwa beka say Thomas Muller kro onye footballer.
Yes.
The way why ni tri ho Thomas Muller say the 90s, the 80s, the 70s players. If you want a true representative of players or Omusia Kaima, West Germany, East Germany, even in the 1990s and the early 2000s now, Ubenya Thomas Muller because the physique, the style, everything fits as your old player. Fancy, for 16 seasons in the Bundesliga, what team accumulated double digits when it comes to goals in 7 seasons out of the 16 seasons. What team accumulated not less than double, you must say 10 assists, 11 assists, 12 assists out of the 16 seasons. No, Emuma 12. Thomas Muller ma double digits in terms of assist. Your ultimate creative force, your ultimate goal scorer. What driving under how many coaches? Louis van Gaal introducing Thomas Muller. Edenema Bayern Munich. Jürgen Klinsmann ebe fan bo senior team ni ba ko pen osako from the junior team. But upe coach or pushing the power man a consistent playing time and Louis van Gaal. Now fancy under Louis van Gaal or fitting into the system and not Obo as the number 10. No certain Bo as the first number 9.
Yes.
First number 9 ye himself Pep Guardiola money Messi mu be yebi. Ba Muller mo shase yebi emre bi na atwam. And sana even the likes of coaches bi ba dey ebe suso mu bi. Odi ano to nchen a obo under coaches bi to say Pep Guardiola, Carlo Ancelotti, different types of philosophies. Obi no wotimi bench Thomas Muller. Guardiola crowd oba no for 30 no Thomas Muller bo as a winger. But here no the Thomas Muller bo as a winger. Thomas Muller and Lewandowski go to me contribute 74 goals. And I so much love him because of his quality. I so much love him because of how distinct he is from other playmakers. The first World Cup, our boy, no, 2010 World Cup, Yabo World Cup ni we no ahye 5 goals. Thomas Muller yensanko yababo 2014 World Cup. Almost every World Cup no so na Thomas Muller sa be 5 goals. Obi abusa na Thomas Muller no ball no kro ball ne say we team ni mu I say ono nko ade de bia na beto na he is not lucky.
And o hwa ball no so why say Busquets mu de ni bi o nhye den
who no you will not see Thomas who no it's not normal friend interpreter or ye equal space ono ne de na say menya to kro fan to Thomas Muller will be there. Sa to kro no so Thomas Muller nya ko gina mu a either he assist and also be go. Thomas Muller goes now. What's your so goals? I because of a tapping merchant. Thomas Muller or one of the good long range shooters in Ibino. Otimi Jinet no aboba ko sra. Ne da net mu adwen maso. He assists so well. He has been the leader of the old generation. He has also been the leader of the new generation. Because Bayern Munich team no more Frank Ribery, no more Iron Robin. Abraham Oswa obe team in 2009-2010. He became a leader of the old generation by giving them goals and giving them assists. And then Frank Ribery Munina free team nim koy. Omukoy he also became the leader of the new generation of Bayern Munich. Robert Lewandowski musuba team nim ebe form onto ma party fry a lot of goals. Leroy Sané mobile, Serge Gnabry mobile. He was also still the leader of the new generation. It will probably what bridging the gap between the old generation of Bayern Munich and the new generation of Bayern Munich. Fancy Thomas Muller has been there. Not to even talk about the loyalty to Bayern Munich. How many times do you see players sticking to one club for a long period of time? Francesco Totti, Steven Gerrard, Alessandro Del Piero. You bet me abubodi in terms of players you from one club players. The loyalty to these particular teams cannot be unmatched.
Yes.
Now we are na me who say Cassano and Francesco Totti. Eye interview I no catch Francesco Totti say be na dwen nya adwuma. Say adan Real Madrid ban ho emre bi atwam na wasan ko gya ho na nkokọ Real Madrid na nkokọ ji nkruwa bebre ama Francesco Totti say onu ni wiase obaaye no wa achieve nyoma bebre ba de ba ko a okaya de bi esiri trima ne de ene say otwa a lot of years AS Roma as the captain of the team. It's not about trophies. So playing at one club sometimes the feeling that it comes with it's not about trophies. The feeling that it comes with it's not all about individual accolades. The feeling that it comes with it's not all about Martina Hanum 16 years and 17 years. But there's so much kind of love and attachment to such clubs. You can't quantify it with money. You can't quantify it with trophies. And a match made in heaven. Thomas Muller will be the happiest man on earth. Say, Otina the crew, Obobono, no boni ye, or Jim Crew wadie. But at the end of the day, Obetimaka say he's a player who have seen it, who have played it, and he has conquered it. And I'm so happy. Say Ofri, and as a summary, Ofri on say what me is handle my way na Ediama Bayern Munich. But fancy, it's so unfortunate. Say his style of play, everything he truly represents, very difficult to have such a player within our system again. Your ultimate space eater, your ultimate playmaker, your ultimate goal scorer. He was everything, a jack of all trade and a master of every single position at the Thomas Muller. We will miss him. Kebe here na bia ka World Cup in 2026. Ono kasa na Barcelona for no be Philip Bruta go trabasa for the years to
Champions League draw the buyer.
No di ka be video kra the ababonte. You be me say how he was and everything. But the Club World Cup will also be the pinnacle of something he will want to achieve. Obobia obe kompapa. Club World Cup no obe kompapa. Because that will literally be on the last major tournament or Besha Bayern Munich about Ediamano. If we are seeing playmakers about no Kevin De Bruyne in Europe, I think Thomas Muller gives us a different thing altogether. And penny numbers, any the figures, no the amount. I don't think we can talk about top 5 ultimate playmakers in the whole wide world. In the from there 2009-2010, the Barney Thomas Muller count.
Okay.
From 2009-2010, that means 15 years in here. Your ultimate football playmakers, top 5. Thomas Muller is there. He is there, simple cry. When you can team, he has seen it. Why you BPR, World Cup, no, Wabo, Washego, Wajigo Kid, best young player in Germany, Bundesliga, Nina Wajija Totoso. There's no question about this. And he is there. Fancy, away from celebrating Thomas Muller, leagues in the move yeshe and the run in na ye na mu say no. Emma the competition level no kosoro. competition level ne kosoro so na sacrifices be important. Sacrifices is important in this particular kind of discussion and na the way I make sacrifices near say obi finding itself in a cup competition, obi finding itself in a league competition, and also finding itself in a intercontinental competition. For example, Real Madrid finds himself in the final of the Copa del Rey. They find themselves in the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League, and in the league, Barcelona actually move 3 points. The same thing applies to Barcelona. There is Inter Milan on the league or Coppa Italia, and also the league must all press over there.